To be honest, I was not planning on recording at all. And as you can see, I am in a completely different area than I usually am when I record videos, but there's a reason for that. So today is a Friday while I'm recording this. And damn, man, it's like we get so drilled in our brains that we are supposed to be working for like a total of 8 hours, 9 hours, Monday through Friday, 24 freaking 7, right? And today I was trying to work. I got a good, I got like if it was like a part-time work day, I was able to get some good stuff done. But did I get as much as I wanted to get done, as my ego wanted me to get done today? No. Did I get as much as what I think society would expect of me to get done today to make it count as a work day? I don't really think so. But for my nervous system, but for my body, but for all the frickin' changes and transformative moments that I've been going through lately, for the expansion phase that my business, that just the creations that I've been in the midst of concocting up lately, I think that I've done enough. I think that I deserve to give myself grace. And I literally was dealing with a little bit of a tug of war on the inside before I even decided to hop on and record a video. But I was like, okay, this feels like this is a moment worthy of creating a video for you guys, because I just really, if I had to talk to what my heart's deepest desire is, it just wants to work on my home. It just wants to find safety and stability and security and comfort in the place that I do a lot of the things, not just live and sleep and eat at and rest at, but also work at, also have ideas at, also create the content that I make for you guys at, and also so many more things. There's so many new things that I stepped into this week, and I have gone out to socialize with potential collabs and co-creators and all these different ideas and plans and visions, right? So many different things that I never would have thought I would have done a year ago from now, because of how stuck in the mindset I was of doing most of this stuff on my own. Now I'm in a season where, yeah, I'm slowing down. If you didn't watch my last video, I highly recommend you do, so you understand what I'm talking about. But I am in a season of slowing down, but I'm also in a season of expansion. And those two things kind of contradict each other, because it feels like expansion will kind of excite our ego enough to think we have to go at the speed of freaking light to move through the growth. But I believe personally, the most uncomfortable thing you can do at a moment of expansion is doing it the right way. What does the right way mean? The right way means, are you doing everything you're doing as methodically, as realistically, as practically, as strategically as possible, aligned with your soul's pacing at how it wants you to move, not the pace that your ego thinks you should be moving at, right? The fear-based pace, which is get everything done as soon as you can so you can start being successful as soon as possible. No, because what? It's not about the destination. It's about the journey and what you learn. It's about the journey and what you experience. Time, we can't control, but the thing we can control is our now, right? And I was asking myself while I was trying to work on getting some Instagram content set up for the weeks, the months ahead. I'm trying to make captions for these, and if they're not coming from my soul, I can't write them, because I feel like if I do, I'm gonna force something out of me that doesn't feel aligned, that doesn't feel like it was heart-led, and it's not gonna feel as poetically, energetically refreshing and recharging and just intense as I want it to come off as. there's so many things that I think I tried to force myself to do today rather than flow and I'll give permission for myself to decide intuitively if I wanted to or not do today with what felt correct in my body to do today. And there are so many things that I've also been procrastinating on, but I don't even think that's the right word. Putting a pin on, that's a better word, because of all the other new things that I've had to give more attention to in my life, which is about my work, which is about my self-growth journey and all that stuff, the new connections, the new people I've been meeting and connecting with and seeing if there's potential futures there to co-create something. And it's like my brain is trying to go to 1,000 places all at the same time, right? And we can't do that. Our brain gets, we can literally give ourselves burnout, like premature burnout, if we try to force ourselves to do everything and be everywhere all at once. But there are moments, phases, cycles that you can let yourself move through, because we are cyclical beings in nature where you don't have to force it. There's going to be moments where you're naturally going to feel inspired to go do that thing. There's going to be moments where you feel naturally inspired to go do this and go do that. It doesn't need to be on the schedule that society tells you need to be on. But what about the schedule that your body asks you to move through? How would your work shift? How would the things you put out into the world change or alter if you were to follow the pace and timing of your soul, of your nervous system, of your body, rather than the pacing of society, what you were taught, old narratives, and maybe even your upbringing? I just want you guys to sit with that, because that's something I was sitting with today. And while I am in this moment standing here with so much anxiety in my head, I know that is an old story. I know that is a story that's trying to run the show right now. But in reality, me even sharing it out loud already weakens its power, because I'm acknowledging its presence, I'm validating it, and I'm thanking it for trying to protect me. But I know I got myself today. So I guess hopefully me sharing that was able to help make things click for you guys, because I feel like sometimes when we hear other people going through these things, it's relatable, you know? And I feel like we really do put so much pressure on ourselves, especially when it comes to things that are aligned with the heart, like heart-filled projects and passions. Like, you're not supposed to force those. You're not supposed to just shit out a product because you think that you're on a time crunch, when the things that are aligned with the heart aren't on a timeline to begin with. So I wanted to ask you guys, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know if you have any differentiating perspectives. I love healthy debates. Feel free to send me a comment down below. And if you'd like to get more content that might give you some more self-reflection, that might help you grow, might help you step into a more healed version of yourself, feel free to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you in any pick a card readings coming up. Bye.